Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm back in Providence. Um, and this is December 15th, 2022, a little after 9 a.m., Providence, Rhode Island. I know that my discussion earlier this morning, I was talking about the issues of black malehood, issues of how in the history of America, the history of the world, because the same thing happened to Africa. About the same thing that was happening to the African American, the same thing was happening to Africa. And we were talking how the Africans were mistreated and how the African Americans were mistreated. I, I, I'll sort of, when I say mistreated, and we think of the universe, it may not have been a mistreatment. It was just that's the way it was. Maybe it was just a penalty that the African people had to pay for whatever they had committed against the universe. But I want to go further than the African people and the African American. I want to talk about the universe. I want to talk about the existence. I think everything. I think we live in an infinite world, and to consider these things. Consider thinking about infinity going in both directions. Now, if you know of anything about mathematics or philosophy, we know that infinite means that it never stops. It goes on and on and on. And let's consider existence. Let's consider cultures. Let's consider societies. It is my belief. First, one of my first beliefs that I have, and I write about in my books. Number one is this: anything, anything that a human being can conceive in his mind exists. It may not exist in this universe, the universe that we know, the Earth, but anything that exists in the mind does exist, because the universe is an infinite type of thing. What infinity? How magnificent can the mind? How magnificent? I mean, this is think something that never ends. Existence that it never ends. But then I think that we may need to define reality. I think that we need new definitions. We should define existence, and we should define reality, and we should define time. And once we define those things, maybe we will be able to uh, cope with the realities of the universe. What does E equal MC squared mean? What does E equal MC squared? That's a formula. Uh, Formula, I guess many of you who are in science know the great scientist Albert Einstein. So the thing is, what does E equal MC squared mean? But I'm sure there are all types of different formulas that men come up with to try to explain the universe. And then some of these formulas work. Uh, um, I'm not a scientist. I'm a layman just trying to learn. Oh, well, I think that there's a rumor, and maybe this rumor is incorrect, and maybe I've been misinformed, that when Einstein came up with the theory, E equal mc squared, that was the um, prefix, that was the preview for man eventually coming up with the nuclear bomb. Let's talk about Noah's Ark. Now, Noah's Ark, that was an act of God. That was not as I understand the story, as I understand the story of Noah's Ark, what happened was God brought the flood in the world, and it drowned the evil people, and only Noah and his family survived. It said God. Now, it, I don't, I'm a little, I'm not, I guess, know too much about, I guess, the Bible like I should know. But my understanding is that when the first flood came, that was an act of God. As we read it, God made the flood come. But then here we're in the nuclear age, and if you want to look at prophecy, then the atomic bomb, of course, God made it, but it it's a man thing. I think it's very interesting. I would like to really get into some very serious thinking. I'm sorry. I would like to get into some very serious talk. I have something within me that wants to say something, and it has something to do with reality. It has something to do with existence. It has something to do with infinity. It has something to do with the eternal form. And the things I think everything is based on that. So uh, I, I'm at a speechless. I'm speechless, and only my dedicated viewers, I guess, will be able to tolerate me at this point in time. So the thing is, I'm in a period of right now of serious contemplation, and what I would like to do is uh, go through my period of contemplation, and then I would like to get back on the air. Right now, I'm listening to myself. I got to take a look at the video to see if I'm making sense, because there's something within me that's saying you must express yourself. So let me check this video out, and then maybe I can figure out what it is that's bothering me, what it is that is happening within me that makes me want to give a speech. So this is Musan, Matt Meacham Jr. I'm signing out in Providence, and it may be temporary or it may be tomorrow. I have to be motivated. I feel the motivation, but the words won't come. This is Musa, Matt Meacham Jr. signing out.